I'm just gonna keep this video short, but Valve just dropped a tiny sized update, and even though the update page looks empty, it is probably one of the biggest gameplay updates in a long time. Smoke, HE grenade explosions, and fire are now always displayed consistently between all players. They basically fixed a massive issue since the game's release 7 years ago and summarized it with only one line. But for anyone asking, what does this mean? It means that the effects for smokes, molotovs, and grenades will be displayed identically for everyone. Before this update, a smoke would basically have a random shape for every player on the server. This meant that one player could potentially see through the smoke while another player doesn't. This example shows two pro players' point of view, and if you look closely, the other player is able to see through much easier. This should no longer be an issue because everyone will now see the same thing. This also means that watching pro matches will now be more emerging because we see the same thing they do. If you watched my previous video, you saw that I talked about a smoke exploit. That is not the same thing. You could still trigger the exploit on freeze time or on warm-up, but this update completely annihilates it. So as you can understand now, this is a big deal, and it deserves a video for it. Here's how it looks in action on one of my community servers. This is my POV, and this is Boomix's POV. So I've noticed that the community isn't entirely sure if they force the effects to be server-sided. Is it really server-sided? The green highlighted things you see here are newly added net props to the recent update, which definitely proves that it's server-sided. Are there any downsides to this? I'm not sure. Some people are afraid that it could affect your performance, but I highly doubt it. Oh, and you can still do one-way smokes. That's because the update forces the effects at the same exact tick and position for everyone, but it doesn't really affect the rendering, which allows for one-way smokes. So in summary, it syncs everything up for everyone. Let me know what you think about this update below. If you want to support my channel, then make sure you like the video, subscribe if you want more, and I'll see you guys soon. Stay awesome and go bananas.